Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Today is Friday, August 21st. I'm Chad Mira.
And I'm Heather Lewis. Made it to Friday.
Finally,
I know. John Ziegler is in the weather lab this morning. Good morning to you, John. We've got the weekend upon us here. How are the temperatures doing for us?
Well, temperatures not going to be the problem. This is way below average for the next 7 days.
Great.
The next 7 days.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a surprise.
Way below average. This will be a very cool week of weather, but it's probably going to rain.
Bummer.
The give and take, right?
Yes, but that's why you need to stay tuned, because you need to know when it's going to rain this weekend. Not the whole weekend, but we will have periods during the weekend where it will rain. Now, we are seeing temperatures at 59 degrees, southeast winds at 3 miles per hour. It's cool, and the wind's not strong enough yet to keep that temperature up, so we'll continue to drop until that wind speed shows signs of going up to around 5 or 6 miles per hour. Light winds equals cool temperatures. Another chilly day, but more on the comfortable side, closer to 60. This is what today's going to look like. More sunshine north and east of Springfield. We'll see a decent amount of sunshine, but the clouds are starting to move in towards the Tulsa area, and pretty much all of Arkansas right now is under the clouds. That's the warmer air. Warmer air riding on top of the cooler air, that's the cloud cover. That's why we're seeing clouds. Temperatures this morning, all in the 50s besides Joplin. 59 here in Springfield, 58 in Fort Leonard Wood, Rolla at 58, Branson coming in at 57. Cool spot this morning, 56 in West Plains. So it is a chilly start in West Plains. Today we'll start it off cool. Another great day for the most part. Now, clouds are going to move in. It's not going to be a perfectly sunny day tonight. We will see a few clouds. But again, all in all, good day. 9 degrees below average today. Again, all of the details on your weekend forecast coming up in 9 minutes.
New this morning, one person is in the hospital after a shooting overnight in North Springfield. Police say it happened around 11:40 in the 1400 block of East Magnolia Lane. According to police, shortly after they arrived on the scene, they received reports of a man checking into a hospital with gunshot wounds. The circumstances of the shooting are still under investigation, but officials say they are in contact with all parties involved and there's no threat to anyone else.
We don't have any indication that anyone else was, in danger past this initial thing that happened tonight. Like I said, we've got all the parties that we believe were involved at this time, and we're speaking with them, and so there's no one at large. And as far as anyone else, I think they're just the normal precautionary stuff that you would do any day.
No other injuries were reported, and no arrests have been reported at this time either. Color 10 will have more details as the story continues to develop.
Dive teams have found the body they believe is a woman reported missing earlier this week in Carroll County, Arkansas. The dive team searched in about 26 feet of water, finding a car and a woman's body inside. Audrey Jean Bott had been reported missing after failing to make a dentist appointment on Tuesday. Thursday, someone went to the Holiday Island fire station to report seeing a car that matched the description of the one driven by Bott. That car had been on the bluffs near the Holiday Island Marina. Searchers found debris through the woods leading to the bluff. The license plate on the car did match Bott's car, according to deputies. Sheriff's investigators say they believe the body is that of Bott, but the medical examiner's office will have to make that positive identification. That silver alert for Bott has been canceled. A teenage girl from Salem is dead after a single vehicle accident in Dent County. Just before 7:30 yesterday morning, police say 16-year-old Savannah Ronnie lost control of her car on the Gravel County Road of 2330. It's about 5 miles west of Salem. That car struck a tree, returned to the road, and then overturned, killing her.
In more local news this morning, a homeless woman is waking up in a home this morning thanks to a local woman's effort to get people off the streets. Nearly 1,000 people are homeless in Springfield, and this organization, Hearts for the Homeless, is helping to fix the problem. The founder works to help one person at a time with the help of friends and social media. The woman who was helped this week tells us she's overjoyed.
What does it mean for you to have a place to call your own?
It's definitely a blessing. There's nothing like it.
To me, it's more like saving a life. When I was in my 20s, I was homeless. So I know what it feels like, and I know what it takes to overcome homelessness.
Hearts for the Homeless runs off donations, both money and supplies. The founder hopes to start a transitional home and program for the homeless. We have more information about the group on our website. You can look for the story on ozarksfirst.com.
Fellow broadcasters and friends are remembering a man who shook up the radio industry in the Ozarks 3 decades ago. Kurt Brown took over the KTTS radio station in 1969 and quickly brought the radio station from last to first. Brown was known for turning KTTS to a 24-hour radio station and bringing in a full-time news team as well. Those who worked alongside Brown for decades are remembering him and his lasting legacy.
He wanted a station that was what I would call a superstation, something that would touch everybody that was listening.
He insisted that if he turned the radio on at 2 in the morning, which he often did, it should sound just as good as it was going to sound at 7 in the morning.
Brown retired in 1999, but still worked part-time for several organizations and radio stations across the region. Brown's funeral is scheduled for Monday morning at 10 at Ridgecrest Baptist Church in Springfield. His visitation will be Sunday at Green Lawn East Funeral Home.
More than 2,000 people joined together to help complete service projects across the Ozarks yesterday.
Yeah, the United Way of the Ozarks Day of Caring set another record for volunteer hours in its 23rd year. Color 10's Dana Thayer is here with more on one activity that actually aims to save lives, and that was helping yesterday people. Good morning, Dana.
Good morning to both of you. Yes, yesterday several volunteers, many of them here from Color 10, helped out with a new nationwide initiative to help save lives by getting people new or updated smoke detectors for free. The Red Cross chose areas that may benefit the most from door-to-door canvassing. While they had extra volunteers on hand, through a federal grant, smoke detectors are available to anyone who needs one. The grant is part of a nationwide initiative to help reduce fire-related deaths by 25% over the next 5 years. And yesterday, some progress may have been made, whether it was getting a person their first smoke alarm or reminding them to check that they're working.
I talked to one gentleman who his smoke alarm kept going off, and so he took it down, can't find it. And so they just out of sight, out of mind, and so they'll think, well, that'll never happen to me, I'll never have a fire, and so they're not prepared. So this was an important day today because these people, we help them to remind them the importance of being prepared.
During yesterday's Day of Caring efforts, 77 smoke alarms were installed in that targeted area. Anyone interested in getting a free smoke detector or for more information can visit the number that should pop up on your screen, 417-862-5496. But of course, this wasn't the only event going on yesterday. I know you three, including John, were all painting as well.
We were.
We did. We painted a preschool.
And how did that go? I heard that it may have been a little messy.
Got a little paint in the hair, you know, but it was fun.
Good. I haven't used one of those big, long rollers in a while. So
good arm workout.
Yeah, it was a good arm workout.
Makes you want to take it home and try it out.
Do a few projects at home, too.
I would.